Welcome to our Thursday Geeks of the Week, and this week I'm going to do the Princess Bride Challenge, where I quote the classic movie only 10 times in my video. Oh, why only 10? Why only 10? Good question, Hipster Doofus. As you know, the movie is so damn quotable, it's going to be hard to limit it to just 10. There's only one rule. You cannot use the line, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." Why can't you use that line? You are a nosy hipster, aren't you? Annoying little bugger. But the reason is because that's one of the most famous lines in all of cinema. It's arguably the most popular line in that movie, so I'm taking it off the board. With that said, challenge accepted. Geeks of the Week. Steph, I would love to show pictures of my dick chucks, but sadly I didn't take any. And I already donated them to Toys for Tots. So hopefully some lucky child will have lots of fun with them. And seriously, best of luck finishing all your costumes by Comic-Con. I do not envy you the headache you will have when you awake. But for now, rest well and dream of large women. Pyro, I'm very sorry to hear about your footage, but that happened because you're a fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders, the most famous of which is never getting involved in the land war in Asia, but only slightly less well known as this: never go against a Sicilian when death is on the line! And it's okay to be socially awkward because I'm like that too. When I meet you and the rest of the geeks, it's going to take everything in me not to run away. And have a lot of fun at Disney Expo. If you see anyone in charge, tell them to bring back Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes in that order. Luluco, that's nonsense. You are a star. You're the superstar to my Super Mario. You make me invincible for about 15 seconds. And I'm sorry AX was another mixed experience for you, but it sounded like you had a better time than when my father was slaughtered by the Six-Fingered Man. He was a great sword maker, my father. When the Six-Fingered Man appeared, he requested a special sword. My father took the job. He slaved for a year before it was done. The Six-Fingered Man returned and demanded the sword, but at 1/10 the promised price. My father refused. Without a word, the Six-Fingered Man slashed him through his heart. I loved my father, so naturally I challenged his murderer to a duel. I failed. The Six-Fingered Man left me alive, but gave me these. And everybody mentioned my lack of cosplay, but you, Nikki, seemed the most legit disappointed that I didn't wear my burger bun bikini. And to that I say, life is pain, Highness. Anybody that says different is selling something. You did ask us what's our favorite bad sci-fi movie, and one doesn't come to mind for me. The one that did is actually more of a horror genre, and that's Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Because seriously, really, Killer Tomatoes? I mean, humanity might be killed by many things. Robots? Probably. Zombies? Possibly. Monkeys? Absolutely. But Killer Tomatoes? No freaking way. That's inconceivable. With Comic-Con a week away, I'm going to give you guys some preview of it. I'm going to talk some of the exclusives, the schedule that's out. All the links will be provided below. And what I'm calling Comic-Con! Did you guys know I love Dragon Ball Z? When I first watched it, it was on Toonami and became instantly hooked. Like, seriously hooked. Well, at Comic-Con, they're going to be offering a Power Level Scouter. I already saw the picture of it, and it looks freaking sweet. I already love it. It will be mine because death cannot stop true love. All I can do is delay it for a while. And news that's going to make Steph's wallet sad, Skottie Young is offering Baby Avenger posters based on the movie. They look adorable. Who here likes Transformers? Huh? Okay, stupid question. Everybody. I mean, who doesn't? Giant robots. Come on. What's wrong with you? Toys R Us is offering an exclusive of Atlas Storm and Soundwave. Soundwave looks epic, especially in his blue box form. One of my favorite shows is Breaking Bad. The good people at Medical Toys are offering a Walter White action figure. He's in his yellow hazmat suit. He looks really badass. I must own it because no one fucks with Heisenberg, and I am that danger. And finally, the schedule for all the panels is out already, and there's some I really would have liked to have attended, like the X-Files reunion with Mulder and Scully, the Sandman 25th anniversary. Gender in Comics panel sounds really interesting, and of course, Kevin Smith in Hall H. He owns that hall. Sometimes I feel you gotta be multiple people to actually enjoy everything Comic-Con has to offer. Because I mean, I've got my country's 500th anniversary to plan, my wedding to arrange, my wife to murder, and Gilda to frame for it. I'm swamped. There we go. It's time for comic reviews from me, the best comic reviewer in the world! This week I'm going to start off with Avengers Arena issue 12, written by Dennis Hopeless and art by Kev Walker. And Apex and the crew she's controlling fight someone who we thought was dead. And that's all I can say about this issue because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Because this person was only mostly dead. And there's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Mostly dead is slightly alive. With all dead, well, with all dead there's usually only one thing you can do. Go through their pockets and look for loose change. You know what I like? A fight. A good old-fashioned fight. And that's what this issue was. The endings lead me to believe the series won't end like I thought it would, and that's a great thing. One of my biggest concerns going into this series was that it was going to end predictably, but it actually might not. Walker's artwork has always been solid, but I feel it's getting better with each and every issue. He really knocked it out of the park here. I rate this 4 out of 5 stars. Next, Hawkeye issue 12, written by Matt Fraction and art by Francisco Francavilla. And here we're introduced to Barney Barton, who's Hawkeye's brother and is down on his luck. Matt Fraction once again delivers a solid script, but here's my problem with the issue. Artwork is half the medium in comics, thus it's a very important aspect of it. So when Aja, who's the regular artist for this title, isn't on it, it's just not the same. And that's not a knock on Francisco, who did a solid job here, but that Aja and Fraction do something that's very special. When they're on it together, it's the best book Marvel has. Because of that, this issue was a bit of a letdown. Aja is set to come back on the next one. I'd jump on that one, and right now I rate this 3.5 out of 5. Next, Justice League issue 22, written by Jeff Johns and art by Evan Reyes. And this is the start of the Trinity War, as the Justice League go to Camden to remove Captain Marvel because superheroes are not welcome there after what Superman and Wonder Woman did, while the Justice League of America are sent in to remove the Justice League. As behind the scenes, the society is plotting something, and it appears they made Superman do something horrific. But Superman would never do that, because he's a farm boy, poor, poor and perfect, with eyes like the sea after a storm. This event has been months in the making, but the issue does a good job that if you're walking in fresh, it sets up all the players so you know who's who. As with all events, I always say proceed with caution. This was a solid first issue, so hopefully it continues and it builds and builds. Right now I rate this 3.5 out of 5. Finally, Young Avengers issue 7, written by Karen Gillian and art by Jamie McKibben. And the Young Avengers are doing what all teams do, updating their Instagram as they try to solve the mystery of who's impersonating the Patriot and what happened to Wiccan's brother. I always say the only bad thing about this comic is that it ends. I want more Young Avengers, more use of the word smooch. I love the little details they give it, like those panels that made it look like an Instagram page. That was really cool. And the credit page that makes it look like a diner's menu. And of course, the story is fantastical. You could tell Gillian really has a plan for these characters. As for the artwork, well, Jamie's doing an incredible job. They all look so young and it's appropriate for a teen book. I love the fashion he gives them and how he dresses them up. I rate this issue 4.5 out of 5 stars. That's it for me. Remember to subscribe to us. Check out our Facebook and good night, geeks. Good work. Sleep well. Almost likely kill you in the morning.